Hey everybody, it's 7since coming at you with some advanced gameplay tips for Diablo 4. Immediately jumping into it, a very important thing I want to point out is that you can change your keybinds, and you totally should. If you go into the main menu, there are options, and then controls, you can assign, or reassign rather, any button anywhere that you want. There's one in particular that I want to point out that I feel is like almost worthy of its own video alone to just bring it to people their attention, which is called Combine, Move, Interact, and a basic skill slot. If you disable this, you can actually move your basic skill slot away from your left mouse press and assign it to a button. I personally put S on it because I always had the flame shield on my left mouse click. It's an important ability. I don't want to hit it constantly, but I do want to use my mouse, and I feel that this gives me more control over when I use it, which was why I put it on S, just like I put all my other skills on Q, W, E, R, and the right mouse for one of them. Coming up with that, actually, if you do ever disable this, here you have the move assignment. I use spacebar for this. If you've seen my gameplay videos, if you see me play on Twitch before, you'll notice that despite me not holding the mouse, I can click, and you hear this loud keyboard noise. That's me saving my mouse from all the left clicks and only using my spacebar to move. You can hold it as well to just rotate, and obviously you can still use the left mouse. But I always do this because force move is one of the best things ever. If you are stuck somewhere in the middle of some monsters and you need to move out and just clicking doesn't do it, you hold down the button and you just kind of like wiggle it if you don't have your evade, if your ultimates are on cooldown. If you are not unstoppable, whatever's going on, this will get you out of a tight spot. I really recommend you rebind your buttons. I really do. My setup, as you can see over here, down in the list, is Q, W, E, R, S, right mouse. I have the town portal on G. I have evade on F. I have my potion on T. That's not entirely true. I have my potion on mouse wheel down. And I have my horse on V. You can also rebind the horse buttons. I honestly have right mouse on there right now for this, and I pretty much only use V. I use V to mount, I use V to dismount, and I use F because the dash key has a separate assignment. It's I don't know if it's Z by default. Regardless, your regular dash key, so I'm pressing F right now, will also work to make your horse go faster. Alright, if you've kept up till this point, then I have really good news for you, because I'm about to share with you one of the coolest tricks in Diablo 4 with regards to your mount. So, you know that little thing called cooldown reduction that we have on our necklace, on our helmet, on our offhand? Totals to about 40%. Well, that applies to your horse too. Your horse combat cooldown, as well as the dash, they are both tied to your cooldown reduction. And here's the best part. If you dash twice, you get a super speed, and if you then time it, and you have sufficient cooldown reduction, then you just keep going and going and going at maximum speed. Continuing that, I have another really important thing that I want to teach you right now, and this goes out to my homies on hardcore. Did you know that this wonderful scroll that we have, the Scroll of Escape, can be bound to an actual key? It's not something that you just drag on your hotbar. Go into your action wheel, hit customize, go to consumables, and scroll down until you find the Scroll of Escape. Assign it to a button. I have it set to my action wheel down the third wheel. Go to your options menu, go to controls, scroll down until you get to the assignments for the action wheel. And here you see on the right wheel, on the button down, I have H set up as my emergency button to press the Scroll of Escape in any situation. I put it right next to my town portal key because, well, instinctively, Normally you press town portal when you're in danger. H is right next to it. Any death you avoid from this point on thanks to this tip, you're welcome. You're welcome. Here is another more generic tip that goes out to every class with a damage over time effect. If you cast it, even the static ones such as Blizzard, and you stack them together, the damage over time effect stacks as well. I have some advanced movement tech for you. It mostly is in combination with evade. This does not work on every skill for every class, but for example, for the sorceress, you can teleport and immediately evade out. You can do this while you are teleporting, and it immediately evades you out instead of making you land over here. This is extremely helpful when you get this item, the Raiment of the Infinite. When you're clustering up monsters, you can ahead of time decide where you want to bunch everything up, do this, and make them bunch up, and then immediately evade out. Alright, that's all the tips that I have for you for today. Which one of these did you already know? Why don't you let me know in the comments, and maybe you know of some things that I don't, that I'm then able to share with people. For now, thank you for watching, and thank you for helping me become a YouTube partner by watching my previous videos. See you in the next one.